Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A house taped off with crime scene tape, schools forced to delay dismissal, neighbors told to stay inside their homes. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. That's what happened in Windsor earlier today. Police confirm with Fox 61 a person was inside a home on Matthew Lane and wouldn't come out.
Fox 61's Annette Montgomery spoke with neighbors and students and shares the mood of those who live and go to school there.
Shots have been fired. Stay inside. That's what one neighbor says police told her Wednesday. She lives right next to this home that is surrounded with crime scene tape, and she describes the family who lives inside as a nice family and says they always wave when they drive past her home. That's why she tells me it was tough seeing one of those family members get taken out on a stretcher, handcuffed.
I saw somebody come out of the house. They took a stretcher down there from one of the ambulances, and he came out and he had handcuffs on. And he got on the stretcher and they took him away in the ambulance. One of the sons that lives there.
After 45 years of living on Matthew Lane in Windsor, Wednesday afternoon not only brought sights.
I came and looked out the window and then I saw police everywhere with guns, rifles. One was lying across the street there on the ground, faced the house. There was another one over there, both facing the house with their guns. It was scary. And so many police they all had rifles, all of them.
But the day also brought sounds Josephine Holzert never expected.
I heard the shot because I was out here talking to him and I said, can I come out? He says, no. He said, you can't come out right now. And then we heard, as I was talking to him, there was the shots fired. He says, no, shots fired, you cannot come out.
Police confirm a person would not come out of their home on Matthew Lane. Schools in the area like Windsor High School decided to delay dismissal.
I got out 2 hours late.
This spread the fear from Holzert's neighborhood to students who live and go to school nearby, like Siobhan Sewell.
The principal notified us that we're going to be doing a safe school procedure. We didn't know what was going on. People were scared, nervous. One of my peers in my class, he is on Facebook and he's seeing these updates about SWAT team and activity going around here.
For now, those online updates are all neighbors are relying on.
I feel very sad about it because obviously something happened. It's a very quiet street. Nothing happens on my street in 45 years.
Students and neighbors in the area tell me they've received little to no information about what happened here. But as soon as we get any more information, we'll update you on air and on fox61.com. In Windsor, Annette Montgomery, Fox 61.
A Coventry funeral home director has been arrested again. He's accused of stealing from grieving families. 51-year-old Philip Pietrus is accused of taking more than $165,000 from clients who prepaid for funeral services. Investigators say he used that money to gamble and go on vacations. Pietrus is currently out on bond and is expected back in court later this month. And tonight, the Connecticut Funeral Directors Association is reminding families about important safeguards when opting to prepay for funeral services. They say review the full pre-need contract carefully. The funeral director has to provide a signed copy at the time of the meeting, and you should also get a confirmation statement from the escrow agent. It will verify that your funds were properly deposited. New here at 10, a state audit finds the Connecticut Department of Public Health failed to properly protect the privacy of COVID-19 patients.
Now, auditors say the department didn't monitor a contractor hired for contact tracing, and that allowed them to share personal health information through unapproved methods, including forwarding emails to private email accounts. The audit also uncovered improper overtime pay, extended administrative leave without required approvals, and millions of dollars in spending without valid purchase orders. In response, DPH acknowledged the failures and pledged reforms, including stronger oversight and new internal controls. The audit covered the 2022 and 2023 fiscal years. No patient breaches have been publicly reported.
Well, today in Enfield, hundreds of people gathered to honor a town worker who was killed while on the job. A procession of firefighters and Connecticut and Massachusetts state police troopers made its way across town for Jamie Nickerson, a man well loved in his community. Nickerson was mowing the town green on a rider mower outside Town Hall when he was hit by a car. It happened Friday. The driver of the Honda Accord, Alexander Torres, was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Nickerson had worked for the Department of Public Works for nearly nearly 2 decades. He was also known for his involvement with Enfield baseball. He leaves behind 2 sons and his wife, Amy. So far, there's no update on Torres's condition or whether he'll be charged.
And out of the effort in West Hartford to crack down on reckless driving after multiple deadly crashes in recent years. Fox 61's Tim Latow has more on the teamwork across town departments to make the roads safer for everyone.
It's taking a combination of both law enforcement and the engineering department to make roads safer in West Hartford. Police are conducting targeted traffic enforcement operations, while engineers make visibility upgrades to crosswalks and intersections like this one.
It's definitely needed. Unfortunately, there is a lot of speeding that goes on in West Hartford, like most communities, and it's challenging to combat.
The West Hartford Engineering Department is stepping up to give police some backup when it comes to reckless drivers. A Vision Zero plan has been enacted by Town Manager Rick Ledwith to eliminate traffic fatalities in the next decade.
And everything we're doing right now is to get to Vision Zero, 0 deaths and 0 serious injuries. And we will want to do that before 2033. So, we're on the road to doing that.
The plan was devised in 2024 after 3 people were hit and killed on West Hartford streets within a 7-month span. The engineering piece of the Vision Zero plan calls for 140 upgrades to intersections, including raised crosswalks, speed bumps, and reflective pylons.
You can't go from one area of town to the other without seeing some of those changes that are occurring from an engineering standpoint.
Town leaders are also considering speed and red light cameras, which, if approved, would be an extension of the police department's surveillance.
While the police are very important and play a vital role in all this, it is challenging for them to be everywhere all the time. And so we are looking to improve how we design our roads and intersections.
As part of the law enforcement plan, the West Hartford Traffic Unit conducts weekly enforcement operations in which 6 officers choose a location highlighted by the engineer's data to set up. In a 3-hour span, they can pull over more than 100 drivers.
To be honest, I've seen some improvement. There's certain locations where if you're driving along, you can see people slowing down. They know we're out there.
Even though police know that drivers may speed back up as quickly as they slow down, they say half the equation in car crashes is distracted driving.
We just want people to pay attention, keep their eyes on the road, put the phones down. That's all we care about, because that alone will reduce the accidents and the injuries.
And West Hartford is also giving out these free reflective armbands at places like the Town Hall and Police Department. As for the speed management cameras, the Town Council will vote on whether to approve them at a meeting on October 14th. In West Hartford, Tim Latow, Fox 61.
Waterbury police have identified the man who died in a shooting on Monday night. They say Frank Gray of Hartford was shot on Charles Street around 7:45. They say Gray died at the scene. No one has been arrested yet. You're asked to reach out to Waterbury police if you can help with the investigation.
A Vernon man turned himself in to Hartford police yesterday. Police say he shot and killed a man last week. Javier Soto is being held on a $2 million bond. He is charged with murder, criminal use of a firearm, and risk of injury to a child. Officials say Miguel Alfinez was shot Friday night on Broadview Terrace, and he died at the hospital. Investigators haven't released details about what happened before the shooting or whether the men knew each other.
Developing tonight, 3 officers are dead after a shooting in rural central Pennsylvania. At least 2 other officers are in critical condition right now. The suspect died after being shot by police. The shooting appeared to have happened while the officers were serving a court order.
This kind of violence isn't okay. We need to do better as a society. We need to help the people who think that picking up a gun, picking up a weapon is the answer to resolving disputes.
Police say the group of officers was at the scene to follow up on a domestic-related investigation that began yesterday.
Caught on camera, disturbing surveillance video out of Bristol. It's the moment when a teen was hit while crossing the street. The 17-year-old was taken to the hospital, and tonight neighbors say they want safer roads. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules has the story.
Surveillance video shows a 17-year-old crossing this street behind me when he was struck by a car. In the video from a nearby business, the teen can be seen walking on King Street before crossing when he was struck by the car. The footage also captures someone yelling out to the teen after the accident before shouting for someone to call 911. The teen was taken to a local hospital. Police say the driver stayed behind and is cooperating with investigators.
It's busy and a lot of speeding up and down the street, because we walk every day.
Dinah Pellerin lives in the area. With constant speeding on this road, she says she was disappointed but not surprised to hear about this accident.
It's just sad. We were all just praying that he could recover, you know?
Several schools are in this area, like Bristol Eastern High School and the L&P Hubble School. Jim Pellerin says this road is always busy, but even more so when school is in session.
There's always kids walking because Eastern's just down the street a little ways.
He says this accident is a grim reminder to all drivers in the area.
Keep your mind on the road and go slow.
The victim's name won't be released because of his age, but we do know he is in stable condition. The Bristol Police Department's Patrol Division is investigating the accident. In Bristol, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.